What's up YouTube, and welcome back to today's video. First off, hope you're all having a great day today. Points race number 5 here at the Red Bluff Outlaws. It feels great to be back after a few weeks off. We went to the Roseburg Indoor, we had a weekend off, got to enjoy Thanksgiving with family and friends, but I am just pumped to be back. Whenever we go to other racetracks and we get to go to places in Oregon, we get to go to Wairika, we get to go to Lakeport, Chowchilla, it always feels good to be back at Red Bluff. I love this place, and we almost take it for granted because everything just is so well done here. The officiating, the racing, the competition, it's all great. Here's a look at turns 3 and 4. First thing that I noticed when I looked at the racetrack, because they have to tear it down after every single weekend of racing, so every time it might be a little bit different when you come back. There's a little extra banking here in turns 3 and 4, especially from the center off the corner, which is only gonna make the top a little bit faster. Track's really heavy right now. Few bumps right in here, it'll smoothen out as qualifying goes on. Today I'm gonna be in the factory QRC number 18T, and tonight I have a teammate, the car owner, the boss man, Jimmy Elledge. He's gonna be subbing for Morgan Sandhagen. So we're gonna have a 2-car team tonight, and hopefully one of us can get it done. But a super exciting day, points race number 5. We're gonna have a lot of cars. Everyone's still gonna be going after the Fast 4 Media Back Row Challenge. It's up to $1,500 tonight, so we'll see if anyone takes it. Like I said, gonna be a great day. Let's get right into it. It is time to head out for open class qualifying. Wish me luck. Topher?
Going quick time.
Points race number 5, let's get after it. The track is really fast right now. The 250s did a really good job cleaning it off. Got a nice line right around the top. We'll see how fast we can go, and quick time.
Quick time.
We're not quick time after our group, but 3rd so far, so we're in the top 6. We're just gonna have to see where we end up. Since they did an inversion this week, a lot of the guys that were like 5th to 15th in points all went out first, so we're looking pretty good for when we went out. 15 cars went out, we were 3rd quick, so we're gonna see where we end up. There's a few more guys we gotta watch for that are getting ready to go out. They might bump us, but right now we're in a really good spot. Open qualifying and sportsman qualifying are over. We ended up going 5th quick out of 26 open, so really good way to start out the night. Now if we can transfer through our heat race, we're guaranteed to start on the 1st or the 2nd row of the Open A main event. A look at turns 3 and 4. We said earlier in the vlog, this is the corner that's changed a little bit. It's talking to some of the other open drivers like, hey Tanner, did you struggle finding the crease at all? Because they came in here and I did it the first corner too. I entered way too low because I was used to that, and I ran about right here for my first lap. Then I moved it up 2nd lap, we were much faster, and we ended up going 5th quick. So great way to start out the night. Now we're gonna, since we have a few less cars, we don't have over 30, they're only doing 4 heat races, which means 3 transfer, and we're in the 1st heat. With Tyler Seavey on my outside, I start 2nd row inside. We got Angelo Cornett front row inside, and Carson Perkins front row outside. So Carson, I've been in his heat race already this year, and Tyler, I've already been in his like twice. So we're just magnets, we're in the same heat race once again. 3 transfer, let's get after it. Here's one last look at the top side. Bottom might be pretty good too. Little heavier down here because no one's been running it, but I think the top is gonna be the way to go. Got done with our heat race. ended up transferring, started third, finished second. It was really, really tight. The track's super hooked up. The track, like I said, it's really, really hooked up. Actually, didn't get too much mud on my lid. I thought it'd be a lot worse. I only pulled one tear off. Once we spread out, for the most part, we were fine. It was just like that first lap. Look what happened to the GoPro. It got absolutely covered in mud, so you're probably not gonna see much footage. Probably see some Tyler Shaw, Fast Forward Media or something. The boss, Jimmy Ellich, he's in the 4th heat. I was in the 1st, so he's getting ready to go out right now. Jimbo, I don't remember the last time he raced here at Red Bluff. I think it was last season. He hasn't ran any this year, but excited we put it in the show. We're gonna start up front for the A. The open A main event lineup is posted. Here's a look at your first 3 rows. Carson Perkins and Chase Hill. 2nd row, you got Brandon LaChance in the 77X of Jake Park. Then I start 3rd row inside the 18T, and then the 57 car of Daniel Whitley, 3rd row outside. So Red Bluff has a very unique process of how they get their lineup. It's a really good one, actually. I wish a lot of tracks would use it. It's all based off of qualifying and then getting through your heat races. I wanted to explain it a little bit better, so let's go back to my trailer and I'll write up kind of the lineup and then how it would have looked if some other people would have transferred just through their heat races and not the B main. All right, so how the Red Bluff Outlaw format works is it all is based off of qualifying, but you gotta make it through the heat race. So tonight's lineup looks like this. We got the 35, 1C, 9B, 77X, 18T, 57. Daniel Whitley was 4th quick in qualifying, so how we got there is the top 3 in qualifying didn't make it through the heat race. That was the 01, the 1W, the 91. On a perfect night, if everyone would have made it through the heat race, it would have been 77X, he was 6th quick, 5th quick, 4th quick, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. So that's how that worked, but since these 3 right here didn't make it, it bumped everyone back. So that's how we get to this lineup over here where I'm gonna be starting 2nd row inside, or 3rd row inside. So on a normal night, they would only invert 5 because they would only take 10 through the heat race, but since we had a few less cars tonight, we only did 4 heats, 3 transferred through, so we took 12 cars initially to the A main. That's how we inverted 6, and that's how we got this lineup over here. So it kind of was unfortunate some of these guys didn't make it through the heat. It's a good thing, but a bad thing because then it bumped us so far starting back where if it would have been a perfect night, we would be starting front row outside. But it's what it is. We got to make up some ground. Gonna be excited, and we're heading out for the trophy dash soon, and I'm gonna be showing you guys the racetrack. Here's a look at turns 1 and 2 at the Red Bluff Outlaws. Both lanes are really, really good tonight. So the track didn't slick off as quick as it has for points race number 4 and points race number 3, where it was just dead slick. And the top, actually, it didn't necessarily take rubber, but it became very abrasive, and the top was so fast it was hard to pass and it was hard to throw slide jobs. Well, tonight the track held a little bit more grip. Ollie hasn't had to water it at all or anything. He did a really, really good job this week on track prep. So hats off to everyone at the Red Bluff Outlaws, the officials and Ollie, for doing a great job. The top side, it's a little bit slicker. It definitely down in 3 and 4, but it's a little bit slicker than the bottom. Here's a look at the top, a little bit slicked off, and then on the bottom, there's a good amount of grip, so you can just get good drive off of the bottom, and really both 2 even lines. I was watching the B main event, and I talked to my car owner, Jimmy, who ran that, and he said, you know, I really think I could have been good on the bottom if I could have just got out in some clean air, and the top is still really fast. You're able to keep your momentum up. So here's one last look at 1 and 2. Really good bottom. You can keep your left front on these orange discs. And then the top, it's not rough or anything. You can keep your left front on the transition, and it's really fast as well.
A picture? There you go. Yeah, I got you out. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Jim, so far a good points night for you. I mean, I like to talk about points a whole lot during that, but you're now tied with Tyler going into the minute. You guys got a lot of work to do. Still quite a bit of season left, but you guys, the top 3 in points and time shows.
Yeah, this year's going to be a dogfight, as I like to say. There's still a lot of racing left. Anything can happen. I mean, we looked at last week. I was even watching the meeting, and Tyler had that incident on lap 1, and it just shows this racetrack, so much competition and so much can happen in such a short amount of time. And so you're just you're thankful that, you know, you got a slight relief. Maybe through the heat race, they'll have to run your main event, especially tonight with the tough one there. And looking forward to the A. Got a really fast car, and I think Jimmy and Tober and everybody for us. Just what they do, this thing is so fast, and Jet Fitness, First Race Entire Temperature Designs, everyone that just works on this is also yours. So I'm thankful for the opportunity, and you guys have passed the race car.
All right, well, great job. Thank you once again, Tanner Holmes, for Trophy Dash winner.
You'll be happy you got that gift to gap when you
Alright, we won the trophy dash. That was awesome. It was actually my first ever open dash win here at Red Bluff Outlaws. Good momentum going into the A main event. Track's really, really slick. Well, it's actually, no. There's grip on the bottom, and it's starting to dust off a lot on the top. They had a very long run in the 250A, and that kind of gave us an idea of what the track's going to do when we have a long run, or if we even get one of those. We could have a lot of yellows. We'll just have to see, get out there, have fun. I think my car's going to be fast on top, bottom, either one, and we'll just go out there and see what we can do. Our goal for tonight is a top 5 finish. If the opportunity to win is there, I'm going to try to get it, but a top 3, top 5 is going to be good for us. event is over, and as I've been saying, it is gonna be a dogfight of a season. So I started 5th, and on the first lap, I fell backwards. On the initial start, the guy in front of me, Brandon LaChance, he got a good start, but I kind of got freaked out because he just went to get his car pointed on the bottom, and it looked like he got a little sideways, and I didn't want to run into him, so I checked up, and there I lost a spot on the outside. And then going down in 1 and 2, I grabbed the clutch just kind of at the wrong time, and it got my car sideways, and I lost like 2 more spots. So after the first lap, I'm sitting 8th. I'm like, great. But I knew I just needed to get a few more cars and just try to finish 5th, 6th. That would be a great point night, and it would just be a solid night, solid finish. That's all we needed. And we kept going. I'm like, there's got to be a yellow coming out, got to be a yellow. So I threw a few slide jobs, was able to put myself in a good position, 6th, and I'm like, there's got to be a yellow that's going to come out. And of course, there was not a yellow. We went 19 green flag laps, and the reason was because the bottom was, it's just not good to restart down there. I was stuck down there a lot. And on the initial start, I didn't get a good one, and I knew if I was on the outside, I would be flying by cars because you just get a huge run, you get all this momentum built up just at the start. And that yellow never came out. I kept seeing a nose under me around lap, I would say 12 on to 19, and I was blocking the bottom, I was going back to the top. I just didn't have great drive off the corner. I had drive, but I just needed a little bit more so I could throw slide jobs on the guys in front of me. And after, you know, we went about 10 laps, everyone widened out, so it was tough to pass anyway, but I just couldn't get the car in front of me, and I was like hoping for that yellow so I could start on the outside. And I kept seeing this nose, and eventually the 7th place car tried to throw a slide job, and it was a clean slider. I'd have to go back and watch the video. Some people in the stand said it looked like we made contact. I don't know, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't even remember much of it. It all happened so fast. So we went to finally try to complete a full slider, and I got on the brake, and when I just tapped it a little bit, it locked him up. I think the brakes were probably hot, and so when I hit the brakes, it just a little too hard, and it locked him up. So that was unfortunate, and then I had to go to the back. So that just sucked because like everything I worked for, I was just trying to finish 6th. Heck, 7th would have been good too, but I would have liked to maybe be in the top 5, but I was gonna settle for 6th, and I knew we didn't have too many laps to go because we had such a long green flag run, and then with that, it was just a bummer. So I went to the back, and I was able to avoid a bunch of wrecks, 2 big ones that got me a ton of spots. I was sitting 14th, and then they all wrecked on the front straightaway. I got to 10th. And then the guys in front of me, when I was running like 8th, because I restarted on the outside, so I was able to pass 1 car. I think I was running 8th or 9th, and they made some contact in front of me, and I got by a few more. And then on the next restart, I restarted 7th, and of course, I was on the inside, so I lost 2 spots and was able to gain 1 more on the last lap. So going off the white flag, I was 9th because I lost 2 from the restart, and then I just gained 1 on the final corner. So I ended up 8th. Not a bad finish, just a rough A main, a dog fight. Chase still got the win, so he's probably gonna be the point leader. I'm gonna be 2nd, and Tyler Seavey's gonna be 3rd. It is gonna be close. So overall, a solid points night. Ended up finishing 8th. Wish we could have been a little bit farther up there, but like I said, good for points. I didn't show you guys this earlier, but the trophy dash, we won that. We got a little hardware, so that was nice. That's my first ever open trophy dash I've ever won at the Red Bluff Outlaws. I won some in the 250 in box and beginner, but first in the open class. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I did want to show you guys turns 1 and 2. The top is slick. The bottom has good grip, so 2 great lanes of racing. Sliders were thrown tonight, and overall, the track prep tonight, 10 out of 10, a great racetrack for all of us to run on. The Open A, like I said, it was insane. Every week is just different. Sometimes we have a lot of yellows. Tonight we didn't see too many yellows. I think only 2 total in the A main event, and we had that long 19-lap green flag run. So Red Bluff, it'll always surprise you, and you always got to stay up on your toes if you guys want to win the championship. Oh, lights are off. Anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Hope you guys have a great day. I do want to thank my sponsors, Burst Racing Tire, Kevin Scherer Designs, Durst, Jet Fitness, and Factory QRC, and Jimmy Elledge for the opportunity, and all the behind the scenes guys here. Can't see a thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys all. Deuces.